Blog Talk Radio.
I was out at the Woman Empowerment event this evening, and it didn't end until maybe 10 o'clock. We had some socializing. We had grub, a little, I guess, really at the end of the session. And I'm kind of like, well, we should have had that during the session because that spinach dip was delicious and a chicken dip. So anyway, I wanted to probably start off with that one first. And then I just go back on the course of the day because I was there. I just left them over there. But anyway, again, we're going to say Happy Father's Day for fathers. Yes, love his feet, women. There was baskets I used to give for men and all that kind of stuff, embracing him and all that kind of things. It's good to have a man. I mean, I'm like that lady. It's good to have a man, Miss Little. It's just the truth. When you have someone who you feel like you're being comforted with that person, that's a good thing, okay? When you have somebody as annoying or somebody, then that's concerning, okay? Because the thing is, it's not really assisting you. Well, hey, it's all kind of assistance now. Hold up. But when you have somebody who ain't, it's like, what? Okay, anyway. Happy Father's Day. I know it was Sunday. But, I didn't say Happy Father's Day to some of our elders and some of our patriarchs that's out there working every day or tirelessly working with other people or doing the dang thing, whatever they got going on. So, yes, Happy Father's Day, okay? So, yeah, I want to make sure yay! Okay, Salubrias, today is Friday, June 20th. Well, Saturday, but I ain't going to go there. Today is Friday, June 20th, 2014. Good evening, Salubrias. My name is Irene Ratliff, Regal Street Meat Company. Street Meat Company is registered and corporations seeking partners and sponsorships such as the listening audience to help ameliorate goals that can improve our community. Listeners, you can call 646-564-9776. Street Meat, The Point. We are on air up to 120 minutes daily at 11:30 p.m. By the grace of goodness, we are on Blog Talk's premium package. We like to maintain the package. We do need donations. Please visit our website at www.streetmeat.biz and www.meetup.com/street-meat. Also, we are a crowdfunding community. You can go online and do www.gofundme.com/streetmeat. Now, the thought is that I'm not going to really be a little wordy today, I know that I was like, I'm going to tell you about this, hypothetical conspiracy theory conversation. But, I think I need to save that conversation to when I'm really around people that can, keep my company, me being, having some support. As the woman said, friends and support. It was one of the things, like, right now, when you look at, here it is, it's like, no, it's nothing wrong with having friends and support. And it's like, well, I'm out here and I'm working and I want to meet great people, good people, people who can help us achieve certain goals. And, here it is. I don't feel like I'm a criminal. I have my beautiful family and I'm content in some regards. And many other areas, happiness, okay, there's a lot of people who's happy, but, I can't even begin to be like, okay, well, here it is. I'm ultimately doing this, that, and the other. And happiness. Wait a minute. I want to define what that is, okay? Not someone else who want to look on the outside and try to explain explain that to somebody else. It's like, what? Okay. So anyway, I'm not going to be, here and there, kind of, sort of, but anyway, Street Meat Mingle will be on Sunday, July 6, 2014 at 2 p.m. Goodness gracious. Southwest Library and hopes to see you. They have a park area, and if you have drums and dance, we can create some cheer. I guess so. I'm sorry, I was just thinking, wow, okay, the tulips. Tulips will be on June 27th. I haven't picked up tulips at all. Tulips. June 27th. And I was like, well, hell, if I'm there all by myself, I'll take a picture of me. Yay! That's what I was kind of thinking. So anyway, the reason why I really haven't picked up tulips is because I have communicated about tulips. And, I don't know, it will grow and develop someday, one day. So, yay! I don't know. We're going to work on it. So anyway, they have a park area. I would really like to see right now what I know was missing is that we got to do Nagusa Saba. I'm so excited about being able to bring some dance and some this. It's not saying we don't have young ladies out here who doing the dang thing, because they are. We do have people who are embracing, here it is, the culture that we have attained over a period of time from the Africans and the Caribbeans, okay? And so that also has been kind of ingrained in our relationship in the internet with the international community, okay? So anyway, yay! Okay. There's so many things to do, and we value your support, and we encourage our listeners to get involved with your local associations, neighborhood club associations, know your politicians, Join your libraries, read and research more often. Locate the local law library and build and build relationships pertaining to the citizens in your area. Join the park and recreation departments. There are many things to get involved with. I spent all day today, and at least it seemed like that, and I had to tell you about my martyr story. It was like, what? I ain't gonna go there, but yes, I am. But yesterday, I did not have this conversation, but I want to go on it today. The question was, what happened to baby fat? Now, we all know that baby fat was the stuff. It was, right? Yes, was. Now, what happened to baby fat? What happened? Yes, for the upcoming community in the fashion industry, it was close to Chanel and Louis Vuitton. You know, I didn't spell that correctly, but you know what I mean. Russell, you know that you and Kimura had a business together, and you know that she cares for the children. The children are exposed to the clothing industry. What happened to baby fat? Yes, we are calling out baby fat. Or the PH, I know we got Fat Farm. Yeah. Honey, people are tattooing that cat on them. People still talk about that cat. Now here it is. I said, now you know, you don't think more out there. What? Now hold up. I don't know if it's a call off for baby fat or what, but I know everybody was wearing that old cat. Yes, yes, y'all, boy, baby. You two need to get it together. The relationship is a corporation. What more can we say? What? Please. I'm like, I can't believe that here it is when we look at business. This is be looking like it is looking. And then we got this people want us to go wild. What? It's anyway. I wanted to say, too, that in this area, we do not have I don't know if I mentioned it yesterday or not, but we do not actually have a domestic violence center around here. I will get with Delta and ask Delta, because I know Delta does a lot of things for the community. I want to see what they have to say. If not, some of these neighboring churches, what? Especially some of these big churches, what? Got to do what they got office space and stuff like that. What? Yes, I will get in contact with y'all, okay? I mean, don't get me misunderstood. It's just like, what? And I prefer it not really be, but what? So, yes, churches. Over here, I will be knocking on the doors asking about domestic violence centers and why, I mean, what's the connection, what we got to do, what. And here it is. Also, some of these churches around here, there's only, 22 something. Fairburn Road, I only ask for food, but yet here it is. You mean tell me we got that big old beautiful church over there at Greenbrier Mall? Yes, I need to inquire, and yes, I need to ask them to get on 211. We shouldn't have these churches over here, and they are now on 211. We got to fetch far to go get some food here. Yes. Hi. Big up to Global Leadership Christian Center. That's where I was this evening. It was, they had a woman empowerment movement. Let me make sure I put that on here. Global, I spelled global wrong. What is it? Global Leadership Christian Conference. And, I mean, it was networking. Okay, we were networking. We had, four speakers, you know, and, I mean, they were enlightening us on whatever there was, you know, enlightening us. That here it is, you know, enlightening us about business opportunities, okay, or the effort of business. Okay, I mean, I thought it was tastefully done. I thought it was, to tell you the truth, yes. The thing was that I asked them a question. If I don't have any friends, if I do not have friends, because the woman was talking about she had friends, or support, but I have ideas to create business, but I'm looking for a partnership, you know, looking for a relationship. What do we do? You know? I mean, it's the truth, you know? I mean, when you feel like you want to, you know, do this and do that, it's the truth. It's like, wow, really? Anyway, um, they said they're going to have this like once a month, and like I said, we did a little networking, did a little bit of this, did a little bit of that, had a conversation. They had some really delicious snacks afterwards. Oh, we also got this beautiful book. Um, I don't know. I think I got a business card of a young lady, but I'll have to announce that mañana. But for this book, okay, Global Leadership Christian Conference, and then we have something that was given to us by Miss Martha, 10 reasons to join global leadership. And so they give us these 10 reasons. I mean, the card is tastefully done. It really looks appropriate, right over there at East Decatur Station. Okay, over there on Sam Street. I was like, oh, boy, I used to be over here, in Carroll, Pete, and Thomasina. Anyway, yeah, I'm like, wow, over there on Sam's. Okay, Global Leadership Christian Center. I'm like, wow, for real, as I guess it's just going out there and having communication. Don't get me misunderstood. I mean, our community is just that. We vote in our politicians. We should be just as involved. And, wow, really? Okay. Anyway, then earlier today I had went to stand up with Miss Scott. Okay? With Miss Deborah. Oh, boy, I tell you, I'm still full off of that stuff. I know I had the little whatchamajiggy, but that little hamburger and stuff I got over there, that was delicious, right? It was a barbecue. That's why I'm talking about the food. It really was just a reunion, and then, of course, they had people there, and they were communicating with us, and we met a couple of judges and stuff like that was in the area that's looking for our votes. We had Jan, and we had Miss Robertson that was there. We also had Mr. Blackman. He was over there. So, I mean, I don't know why other people missed out on it, but I thought it was a good event. The food was good. We had cotton candy and stuff like that. It was delicious. And I just wanted to make sure I typed this on there. There were some young men that was, they wanted, well, first of all, they assumed our elders did not know rap. And I was like, okay. So they was like, oh, okay, get rid of rap. Don't think about rap like you think about rap. Don't think about rap like you think about rap. Okay, let me say, don't think about rap like, I guess, you may consider rap, rather. And so here it is. The guy said, okay, he asked about music and our acapella. Well, actually, I've hollered out, do it acapella. Okay, like that. And so anyway, I just wanted to make sure while they were saying all this, they thought that they were doing some new innovation, right? And so I'm like, well, here it is, rap music started off with the rhymes, right? We was doing rhymes. They'll say, is it rhymes? Yeah, rhymes, the rhythm. Really was rhymes because we started doing the beatbox, right? The beatbox. And then I'm like, okay, it was rhyme. Then here it is, we got spoken word, and then here it is, it was poetry. Okay? So this right here, when we see rap, that's what it is. Over a period of time, what was happening was that men were taking up, the whole Dr. Seuss theory became a role in how they were defining what that was. Cat, hat, bat, whatever, comb, foam. And so it became poetic. Okay, so here it is. While it became poetic, it became, here it is, like a spoken word where people felt like their expression itself was, however it was. Y'all know what it is. I'm not in that. But I said, give credit where credit is due. If it's hip-hop and rap, baby, it's hip-hop and rap. That's all I got to say, okay? So then here it is that made reference to this thing about me and Nuguzo Saba. I had to, I'm like, I understand this, that, and the other, but don't you know that here it is, that we all the fabric of here it is society? Oh, okay. I don't know. For some reason, some people think one way or the other, and I'm like, wow, it really takes a village to raise a child, or some children, or some babies. What? How about some adults? In this situation, it's larger than the village. I don't know why. Oh, here it is. It's like, okay, all right. I mean, I'd rather give credit where credit is due, meaning that here it is. I know that it came from somewhere than to say, okay, it's not. I can use all those things because I was already writing these things clearly. But the thing is that because I saw something, the same thing applies for those young men. Rap is rap. Okay, whether you talking about gangster rap, you talking about Luke Skywalker, you talking about NWA, you talking about Eric Wright, you talking about who, that's just what it is, okay? All right, so anyway, stand up, I was doing that with them. Actually, they gave me this, here it is. It says Soul Food Cipher, every fourth Sunday, 6 to 8:30 p.m. And so they have June 22nd. Okay, so this Sunday. It's going to be at 982 at the Wonder Root, 982 Memorial Drive, Atlanta, Georgia, 30316. The Freestyle Cipher. I encourage here to some of our young people, don't get it twisted, because when I was in LA, I was like, do they have a little area for the youth to go to and kind of do some drama lessons or do some theatrical or spoken word or any of that. So that's a good thing, okay? Coursing on that. That's a good, positive thing. Okay. Anyway, moving on from there. So stand-up was good. I did meet a few familiar faces and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yay, yay. You know what I mean? I guess, yeah, you can go here and there. You begin to meet different people. But I wanted to say today, I ain't going to. I was just like, what? Okay, Marta. I rode, okay, what it was is I knew that I had missed my bus I missed the bus. So I got on my bike and I went to Park and Ride. Assuming that here it is, blessings, I had tap, I had some dinero on my tap or the Breeze card. And I was like, okay, um, I'm waiting. I put my bike up on the whatchamajigget. And so anyway, I tapped the card and I didn't have anything on there, okay? So I asked the lady, I said, ma'am, can I please ride to the train station because I don't have the currency to actually pay for it, The assumption was that I had funds on there, okay? It's just that part of it in itself is true. Though the day before, my thought was, was it Thursday, Friday? I wonder if I have enough money because I don't like going into certain run-ins, especially when you have these people who feel like they try to, it's like, no, babe, I ain't going to fib to you. Anybody who wants, I just didn't. What? Half of this stuff, especially when it comes down to some money or here, I have not experienced certain things. That part is true. And I can't understand why here it is. Some people could be so nasty or behave a certain kind of way. And I mean, here it is. They want to go, no. Okay. I mean, like that. Like, really. There's one thing, don't get me misunderstood. I'm thankful that we do have services and the services are provided to us. But, begging, and ain't nothing wrong with that. It just depends on what we're talking about, okay? But anyway, moving right along, yes. I need X amount of dollars every month because here it is. Apparently, I'm not making enough money. What? Yes. Anyway, I went and the woman wouldn't let me get on on the bus. And matter of fact, I was like, well, if I'm asking to go to the train station to go pay to get on the train, why can't you give me this free ride to the train station? Now, she wouldn't do it. So what I did is I tried to get some points. Well, I went ahead and I did that. But when you do it online, you have to wait 3 or 4 hours before you're able to get on it. Okay? So I'm sitting at the dang on bus, Park and Ride. I can't believe, and I ain't gonna flip you. I called Marta. I don't give a flying flip. You can try to explain that education to me all you want, but you can't assume that everybody's computer savvy or that you want to teach somebody about some Breeze card when here it is the instruction or breezecard.com ain't on that sucker, okay? Now here it is. Oh, we on real time. Oh, here it is. No. It's on real time, okay? So that means that here it is. Once they load it up, I should have been able to go to the bus. Matter of fact, I shouldn't have had to go lead the bus. My concern was, what about people who have to work? What about people who feel like they had to take their children to the doctor or something? Huh? What about here it is, you got to go to school. You got to meet somebody, or you have an appointment, or you got to do this. That's an F for Marta from that. You mean to tell me that here it is, people who may have $10 and they got they may not have a tap card, or they have a tap card and, like matter of fact, this lady said, I don't have any change. You get some people, they may, they say, hey, I don't have any money right now. I have this, but can y'all make change? And yet here it is, you can't find nobody to make change. Don't get me misunderstood. The thing is that somewhere in there, she got to pay Marta somewhere because you got to get back. Let the woman on the bus. You understand where I'm coming from? Here it is. You know that I have to pay to get on the train. Can I please get to where I got to go? You know what I mean? I sat there for almost, it looked like over an hour, just sitting there, just hoping that that little funds went on there. It could have been, let me see, 8:30. It was 8:30. So that was like an hour and 45 minutes that I sat over there just thinking and hoping that I can tap the dang on thing and get on the freaking bus. But I could go to the train station and get the sucker right away. Could I not tap that bitch when I paid for it, motherfucker? I'm sorry, excuse my French, but my thought is, man, if I had to go to an appointment, or my child need to get to the hospital, or here it is, I need to get to my job, or this, that, and the other, you mean to tell me that you ain't going to let me ride on the bus, and I got to go and tap a card or something like that and put some funds on it, and for my 7th day, my 30th day, or whatever the fuck they call it, and yet they didn't do that? I'm sorry, I sound like Maceo. Oh, stuff. I could have paid for the tap when I got to the train station, went back, tapped that, got on the train. Is that $2.50 that much tomorrow? Well, here it is. They want people to be late for their work, people to be late for their appointment, for that $2.50 when I got to put on there and pay for Marta anyway. That's an F for Marta. I was like, now, I have to go somewhere. At least I thought I did. You understand where I'm coming from? So here it is. My business seemed like it was just as important as that woman telling me that here it is. Though I ride Marta and my $23.75 for, here it is, the week, bless me, it did not matter on the quarter. But that here it is, she was adamant about that $2.50. But I have this and I can tap that on real time. Can I please get on the bus? Now, I could see if here it is, I was coming from the train station and I wanted to get on the bus. But I wanted to go from on the bus to the train station. You understand? So anyway, I called Marta and they went to sit here and have this long drawn-out conversation about how we need to educate ourselves. I'm like, well, first of all, the question would be is when do you think you offer this education class? And don't assume, you know who teach people how to ride Marta? The parents. Marta don't teach the folks how to ride Marta. Mama done showed them how to ride Marta. Daddy done showed them how to ride Marta. So don't get me misunderstood. I'm not going to sit here and say that our people are not computer savvy because that would be false. But to assume that here it is, we should know, here it is, the rules of the Breeze card would be false. But I'm not going there. Don't tell me that here it is, I paid X amount of dollars and I can show the receipt. Here it is from my phone. Can you please allow me to get on this bus? That is the point. The point is that here it is, I could have been trying to get to work. But those people didn't want me to go to work because they want to tell me how I need to educate myself on a Breeze card. Now, don't assume because you think I have a computer. Don't assume that here it is, I have a internet service on my phone. Okay? Here it is, we can't call that in. That was messed up. I ain't gonna fib to you. That right there, That right there, that's messed up. Say, here it is, I mean, literally, the person could say, okay, when we get to the train station, just come back here and tap. Okay? Oh, we good? I had to go get on the train anyway. You know you got to get on the train. Guess what? You had to tap where you going. So, you know, okay, I'm getting, okay, here it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what, really? No, that was messed up. I mean, people may have an appointment or this, that, and the other. They think they have some time on their little thing. They don't have it. Here it is, thing. I can see it. They get off and, you know, but it's like, okay. You know, don't get me wrong. Well, here it is. We do it for this one. No, hell no. It ain't too often people going to ask for that. It's rare. And if they are asking to do that, and yet here it is, oh, okay, well, here it is, ma'am, you can, it's because I ain't going to feel to another thing. If I buy it, yes, Maceo Williams with Atlanta Citizen Review Board, Maceo with Atlanta Citizen Review Board. But, of course, that don't have anything to do with MARTA not do it. However, that has something to do with correction police. And here it is, Atlanta Police Department. But we ain't going to go there. But anyway, going back to this. I don't know, honey. I done got caught up with here it is, Maceo. I wanted to say something about in terms of being able, I don't know what it was. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow about it. Anyway, thanks for joining Street Meat Company, the Point listening audience, and hope to have your support. We do accept donations, crowdfunding support, and your participation. Everyone is valuable in your participation to help yourself, family, community, local, state, region, federal, and global community relies on the many people that contribute to it being an effective structure. Thanks again. Please visit our website, www.streetmeat.biz, and our Connect partner, www.meetup.com/street-meat. I wanted to say what it was. I don't know. Yeah, that needs to be changed. I will talk to Marta about that, you know, and the transportation committee and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I'm like, wow, really? Okay. Good night, you guys.
da 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 da